So, remember when I said that I was stuck periodically and I wasn't sure how to get out of the suit and stuff because the suit wouldn't move and it was stuck in like a collision box? This is what it looks like when you save the game, and that has happened. And then you reload the game. So, one thing I found is I'm trying to find, well, it's not working now. I'm trying to get it to a spot where, oh, that's good. Everything's gone, it's all gone dark. Yeah, I'm trying to find a spot where if I jump out, because I've done it once before and it worked, now it's not working, but we might be able to salvage it. Okay, so I managed to jump out, and my prawn suit's over here and we seem to be fine. So, what's up everybody? Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Subnautica. When we left off in the last episode, we were not stuck bouncing around inside the walls, but we had managed to access what I believe is the last facility. So, I'm going to try, actually, you know what, I'm going to save it first before I do anything. Now we're going to try and get back in this. And it seems to be fine. So, for those of you that don't know, this has happened to me before, although I've never tried this. I was coming out of this room, and the prawn suit has a tendency in certain places to just get stuck for no perceivable reason. Like, you can rotate, but it won't jump, it won't move forward, it just won't do anything. And I wasn't sure what else to do, so I just decided to save it, and then log back out, and that happened. So, if that happens to you, I would recommend saving, logging out, and right when you log back in, when you start to see yourself bouncing around, just jump out, and you might take a little bit of damage, but it seems to be the most effective way to get out of that, like, stuck lock thing. But so I've been walking around, opening these phase gates, and this was the last one I had to do. So I think we should be pretty squared away after this. Ironically, none of these have actually led to facility gates, which was what I was expecting. Like we've seen before, where some of these phase gates will warp you between facilities, and these are almost separate just locations. They're not really, as you can see here, this is a good example. Like, we're not in a facility here, nor does it actually, I don't think, lead to a facility either. It just is kind of here. We'll just grab that because reasons. So we may still be able to pull off what I had mentioned before. That's only 100 or 900 meters. So we may be able to do what I mentioned before of parking somewhere and then accessing the facilities through these areas. I feel like I've done that before in the alpha. This doesn't look too bad, except for this guy. Because the water is light enough that we have to be in the shallows-ish. Shallows-ish. We're only 200 meters down. There's quite a few bone sharks, though, for some reason. Okay. So this isn't too bad. This wouldn't be a bad spot to park the ship. I'm trying to figure out where we actually are, at the risk of losing my place. And of course, I went to look at placing beacons, and I need copper and titanium, which down as far as I am in the lava fields, I don't think there's any copper around. Okay, so we're not too far. We're directly back from the aft of the Aurora. That's interesting. Okay, so I should be able to go straight down it. So, I think the name of the game for this episode is... Well, actually, hold up. No, I know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cut here, and I totally forgot that my plan was to craft a blue tablet and then proceed with the story. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we are back here, and I have made a blue tablet as well as gotten my supplies squared away, so let's just get right into this. I totally forgot about this, by the way. I was like, alright, we're gonna do this, that, and the other thing, and then I was like, wait a minute, didn't I have something planned already? Okay. Now, unfortunately, kind of looks like we may need something else. What's that up there? Oh, we've got a moon pool room. This kind of concerns me a little bit because, I mean, you'd have to only take your prawn suit, right? Like, that's about all you could get down here. But, the last time I tried to do a moon pool with a prawn suit, I couldn't get back out. Oh, right. That's where you come out at. Okay. Okay. So, we're gonna do a quick save, and then tally-ho. I kind of feel like I wish I had... Whoa! That's new.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it, as they did.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
That's new. That was not in the early access version of the game. That's really cool, though. Where are you going? Interesting how it mentions play. It's almost got almost makes it sound kind of childlike in mentality. Intriguing. Yeah, the last time in the early access, I think it was dead or dying or something. It didn't move. I don't remember. At least I don't remember it doing that. Swim with the current or against it. I'm kind of the mindset that whatever gets me non-infected is probably the side I'm picking. Okay, I remember this was almost like a puzzle. If I remember correctly, it was some kind of like puzzle room. Thing up here. Wonder if these lights Nope, they're just lights. Okay. I think it had something to do this area down here. I feel like I needed more tablets though, didn't I? Like I needed a bunch of them to open something. Oh, they're all the eggs, that's right. Okay. Do I need a tablet or do I need an ion cube? I think I have another cube. One cube! Let's see what happens.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare plankton-like life form, which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If it's all the same to you, I'm gonna get back in my suit.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Huh. Okay. So, even if I hadn't played this before and kind of understood where it was headed, just we've realized that the aliens have been trying to make a cure, right? So, if they were trying to take it and she's offering it, that would make sense. Incubator. Insert hatching enzyme. This was not here. At least I do not remember this being here when I played before. Maybe it was. YOLO. Oh, okay. I don't have it, apparently. It's not letting me do anything. So... Oh, Can we scan it? Something just popped. Incubator. Hatching enzymes. Okay, let's check that. The Emperor specimen's eggs are attached to some form of incubator. In a normal life cycle, it seems like that sea emperors would have buried their eggs in shallower waters where different organic materials in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would stimulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the sea emperor itself. Okay. Hi. So, we're gonna need an ion cube to open that gate. I don't remember where that goes. But we're gonna need the enzyme. I don't know if maybe I have to talk to her or not. Let me fly back up and get another ion cube from the infinite supply and see where that gets us. Okay, so I ran back and grabbed another ion cube. Or a couple, apparently. So let's go ahead and open this up and see where it goes. If my memory serves... Ow! What the...
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Huh. So apparently through telepathy, she just gave me the
New blueprint acquired.
hatching enzyme. Ooh, okay. Eye stalk seed, sea crown seed, fungal sample, bulb bush sample, and ghostweed seed. So I've got to kind of pop around. I'm guessing I can use those other phase gates up there to pop around and find what I need. Let's turn over here so I can read this. Wow. Available biological data has been used to synthesize the effects of the alien bacterium on the sea emperor's natural life cycle. This creature likely lived and moved in small herds. Given the sparse population, mating and egg-laying was likely infrequent. There's no evidence to support the assumption that all members of the species were immune. The symbiotic relationship between this specimen and other life forms likely developed as a direct result of the bacterial infection. That's interesting. Lots of interesting information. I'm just gonna go without the prawn suit for now. Let's see. I really want to say this spits me out on the island. Like the island with the two facilities and stuff above water. I mean, there's technically two islands above water, but... Oh, okay. So this spits me out right on the quarantine platform island. Well, heck, that's even better. So we could park the Cyclops right here. And then still have access to the last facility. That's ideal. That's kind of ideal. That's what I'd like to do. The other thing is I want to look around while I'm down here this far. Wait, I better get in here. Because the part that wasn't in the game prior to this was all of the stuff where you actually launch a ship and get out of here. So we need the boosters, plasteel, aerogel, wiring, all that's fine. We need 3 nickel ore. We did the gantry and the launch platform, I think, so we need 3 nickel ore. I think that was what I was missing. Which I ended up finding, I don't remember if I mentioned this in my last episode or not, but I ended up finding in the, whatchamacallit, the boneyard or something. And it was kind of funny to me that I was like, really? It's been like right here the whole time. I've passed it like 3 times. Are these just rocks? They look positioned as if they're ore, but I guess they're just rocks. Now, I don't know if what I need is in here. It might be. That looks like one of them. Dock leaf. I don't think that was one of the things it mentioned, was it? Nope. It looks kind of like the eye stalk seed. I guess I could be using this. Cave bush.
The plant life in this area is growing outside its normal conditions. Other life forms fertilizing and pruning the vegetation may be offsetting this environmental deficit.
That's kind of what I was thinking, was this place kind of looked like a catch-all for pretty much where everything is. So I wasn't sure if maybe some of that stuff would be here. Though it's kind of looking like the same stuff just spread everywhere. So I think what we're going to have to do is we'll probably have to use... crap, where did I leave my suit? Why isn't the beacon showing up? Am I too close? Hello? There you are. I guess if you get too close, the beacon goes away or something? Because it wasn't showing up. Anyway, I guess what we're going to have to do is get basically to where we can jump through those phase gates. But I think what I want to do, since we're running a little high on time, is what I'd actually like to do for the remainder of this episode is get back to our main facility and park the Cyclops at the mountain. So what I think I'm going to do is actually leave the prawn suit here, since that didn't work the way that I wanted it to. I'm thinking I'm going to leave the prawn suit here. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Oi. Fine. Charge back up and we'll do it the right way. Happy? I'll probably leave the prawn suit here and then basically just take the Cyclops back with the sea moth in the Cyclops, and then I can basically use the prawn suit when I'm down here, and I can use the sea moth to bounce back and forth from base to Cyclops, is kind of what I'm thinking. Though, in theory, I guess I could just leave the Cyclops where it is and just go through that warp gate, swim back, and get the sea moth. I guess I could just do that. That kind of seems like a lot less work. Let's try that. So I'm going to leave this guy here, and then I'm going to head back, I think. Okay, so we've made it back. I brought the sea moth, though honestly I'm not entirely sure if it was any faster to bring the sea moth over just using the sea glide and just doing it manually. I mean, I guess it was a little bit, but it didn't seem like a lot. So I didn't have enough copper on me, I don't think, or at least I didn't think to make more than one. But I didn't have enough copper to make, hold up, where's the phase gate? I don't want to drift too close to Leviathan territory. Oh, there it is. So I didn't make more than one beacon for now. I just wanted to throw one down on this phase gate so I knew where it was. I mean, I can find my way back, but without having to work at it, it's just easier to throw down a beacon. So you stay on your side of the line, and you and I will just get along fine, Mr. Reaper thingy. Okay, so I don't know if I can just drop this. Will it activate? Okay. Edit beacon name. Let's do Emperor Phase Gate, I guess? Oh, and then I guess you would edit it in this menu. We'll make it red. Why not? Okay, so we have the sea moth there, and we have a beacon if we need to come back here, so that should be helpful. Like I said, I didn't really get too much other stuff, though I do think I'm gonna head back through the gate because I really think I don't remember how I did this before, because I know this part, the enzyme thing, now that I think about it, you did have to find a whole bunch of the seeds or whatever. I don't know that it had the cool HUD like it has now, but it did have the same thing. So I can't remember if I did it this way or not, but I think what I'm going to try is to go through the phase gates up here, since there's 4 of them. And, hello? Can I get out of the water, please? Maybe? Thank you. That was weird. I'm also not sure how to get there. Let's, before we wrap this up for this episode, that's my plan, is to do that. But let's see if we can figure out where this gate ends up. Because I don't recall what this has to do with anything. I think, actually, you know what? I've been jumping up out of the top. I think this is the way you're actually supposed to leave this, now that I think about it. Yeah. I don't have another cube on me, but that opens a gate that then takes you up through the top, I think. Oh! Well, hello. You're convenient, aren't you? It's almost like someone thought, hey, you know what? If you're dumb enough not to bring extra cubes and you get stuck down here, you need a way out. Though I will say, you saw me do it. You can actually get out of there without going through this, but it kind of makes sense as to why that was becoming more of a problem than it should have been. It's because you're not supposed to go out that way. Yeah, and then you end up here. Ooh, the red's kind of ominous. Yeah, you're supposed to be doing this in a prawn suit, I'm thinking. I think that's the moral of that story. But yeah, so I think if we go through these other gates, we might more easily pop around to the biomes that we need to get the seeds that we need, and then we'd be able to make the... So here's kind of my plan. I think we're gonna wrap things up for this episode because there's a portion of grind work stuff that I really don't want on camera. And with the time frame we're looking at, I don't want to get into another cutscene or anything like that this close to the end of the episode. So I think we're gonna wrap this one up a little early. But essentially what I'm thinking is we're gonna use these 4 gates and see if we can't find what we need. Or rather, I'm going to off camera. And if I can, I'll just wander around forever and find what I need. And then next time, we should be able to start with all the seeds and samples that I need. And we can run out here to the Cyclops, use its fabricator, make the enzyme, come back, stick it in here, and we should be able to proceed from there. Now, if they haven't changed too much from the story from the early access, giving the enzyme thing should wrap up the Sea Emperor part of the storyline, and we should be able to get the blueprint to synthesize the cure. Now, the part that got added after early access was like the end, was it gave you a generic item thing, but you couldn't actually use it. Now I'm assuming we can actually use it, cure ourselves, but then we still have the matter of the ship. So, next time we're going to do that part, and if we have time after that, while we're this deep, I'm going to poke my head out with the prawn suit and stuff, see if I can't find some nickel around here, and then we'll go from there and try and finish building the rocket, because once we're cured, we should be able to go back to the quarantine facility and shut down the quarantine platform, because it's going to stab us again and see that you're not infected. And then we should be able to leave, but we have to build the rocket first. So that's kind of the plan. We're getting close. We're getting close to the end. Let me know what you guys think about when we get to the end. The plan was to move on to the Below Zero expansion. If you'd rather see a different game, like Kerbal or Kerbal 2 if it's out. I don't know when Kerbal 2 comes out. But if you'd rather see something else like Kerbal or Stationeers or something, let me know. But if not, then the plan is when we wrap this Let's Play up, we're going to move to the Below Zero expansion. So with that, we're going to wrap things up here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.